Hey up, you alright? So, as you can probably see from the title of this video, Ollie's not plain sailing. Last week, well, let's say last week, it's a week ago now, I came home from doing my charity Ironman and completing it all, and I was complaining quite a bit about my knees at the time. Turns out my knees now are fine. That's not the issue. I have had a long-standing, i.e. 30-year history with a bad back. When I was a teenager, I did a lot of athletics. I did the running, jumping kind of things. And I think when I was 15 or 16, doing high jump, I went up and over the bar and didn't land on the mat. I landed on solid ground 2 or 3 times during one competition, and ever since then, 30 years, I've had a bit of a bad back and have had constant physio to try and sort it. Every now and again it gets tweaked for one reason or another, sometimes innocuous, sometimes overreaching with weight, and really puts it out. So over the last couple of weeks, and one of the reasons why it was bad last week is that it's been particularly bad for the last month or so. Excuse me, I've got a spider web in my hair. That's what happens on the farm. Yeah, so it's been really quite painful this last few weeks, especially so with the swimming. It's really not helped it, and I finally got to the stage where I've gone to see NHS physio, so I can get referred to some special physio and hopefully get some kind of scan on it. It might be nothing, it might be something that nobody can do anything about. It might need surgery, I don't know, because the general consensus is if you need to get a better back, you should stretch more, you should be fit and active and not overweight. Tick, tick, tick. Do all of that, still get horrific back pain. I wake up in the morning stiff as a board. I haven't had a day for the last 30 years without back pain. Let's put it that way. Cycling doesn't really affect it. Weirdly, the only pains I used to get were up near the top of the neck, but now I've adjusted position at how I sit. A little bit more head down instead of bent neck. The glasses with the higher ceiling, top bar, whatever, that go right up to the helmet, they help massively, so I don't have to lift my head up as much. So that's one thing. The other thing is this ankle. You can't really tell here, but it's swollen, it's big, it's unpleasant. The generator kicked off there. Yeah, I thought I'd done something quite serious during the marathon part. I'd rolled it slightly, I think, on one of the technical downhills. Nothing broken. I thought there was some kind of stress issue going on there, if I can get my words out properly. Been for a scan, x-ray. Nothing broken, but I've got tendonitis problems. It's say a week and a day now. Actually, it's 8 days since I did and completed it, and I'm still limping, so that's not good. But to add to this, and this is not a benefit, but it's coincidence, happenstance, whatever you want to call it, I was going to have 2 or 3 weeks off after the Ironman anyway, because looking back through the stats, I'll try and get the screenshot up here. I use something called VeloViewer to log all of my training. It basically gathers everything from Strava. The longest break I've had since June 2018 is 4 days, and even that was 5 days. I've not had a proper break in over 5 years. So I'm giving myself a bit of a rest, because I need one. As in video before last, or the one before that, I'm knackered. My body's knackered. Weirdly, I've sat on the sofa, I did 1,400 steps yesterday and watched YouTube and edited a video and did basically nothing, and I'm still tired. But for the last week I've done nothing but sleep. At any time there's been a chance where I can sit and do nothing for a minute. It's literally minutes I'm asleep, and I don't normally sleep that long. I tend to get 6.5 hours a night sleeping. That's how I operate. It's fine. And you know what's worse? Sod's law. The weather this week has been absolutely bloody spectacular. It's amazing. Perfect. Utterly perfect for cycling. course it has, Scott. Of course it has. You've got to have a break. You're not allowed to cycle Indian summer. The local club, Kirby Lonsdale, they did their annual pilgrimage up Great Dunfell yesterday. Ah! So jealous, so jealous. I wanted to get up there. The only time I've been up there is solo. I wanted to go back up again. Never mind, never mind. It's for me, I don't know if it's the same for you. Rest is something that, it's a bit of an alien concept for me. I know it's really, really, really important. I've had a friend of mine from the Tri Club, she had years of issues because of chronic fatigue. It took her a long time to be able to do anything properly again, like years. And I've had a lot of advice from excellent coaches and friends that, well, basically the industry saying, you need a break, Scott, you need a break. So I'm putting a little bit of weight on, but back of my head's going, don't worry, it's going to come back off over winter, because it will. I'm going to train really hard this winter, as I've said before, and I'll bore you with it again. I want to go for a sub-7 Fred next year, and I might be entering the Dragon Ride. They're the only two big things I want to tick off next year. If I can get to Mallorca at some point, to have a go at Sa Calabra, if it's like this, that would be nice, but that is cash flow and holiday flow dependent. We'll see, we'll see. I'd love to get out there. Just worry about taking the bike over in a bike box, but everybody else does it. We've got a local bike box with a Tri Club, I'm sure I could borrow it. It's a damn sight cheaper than buying your own, I know that much. So yeah, I thought I'd give you a little update. I've got more physio to come. That's going to need at least another week of rest. It's getting better. I mean, I was hobbling a week ago. I could hardly move. Down the stairs was a big problem. Big. Now I can walk around. I have actually gone climbing twice a week this week and bouldering once, but I've done very gentle stuff and been very, very, very careful with it. But even then, I was still limping a bit more afterwards. So yeah, I'm going Tuesday, but I'm doing no climbing. I'm just going to be social and help belay. I don't know if you know what that is, but I'll be belaying my mate. She's climbing, making sure she doesn't die. Right, so time for me to go and be on the sofa for a bit longer. I might go to my workshop and sort some car stuff out. But the content's going to keep coming. I'm not giving up on this. No. Might have some very exciting news in the future. If not, there's going to be a video out of it anyway. So I'm going to go and feel sorry for myself and take some more painkillers and some anti-inflammatories, because that's... And again, I've left a link below. If you want to donate to the Iron Will pot, you still can. They are nearly at £50,000. If we can get up to 50 grand, that would be absolutely amazing. The Taylor family are up towards £250,000 over the few years that they've been raising money for Duchenne and Muscular Dystrophy UK. It's just remarkable, and it's so damn important to us all. Right, love you lots. I'm going to see you again soon.